Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Steven. I make videos. A couple of videos ago, I talked about editing software and what's best for your price range and your skill set. And one of the software options I mentioned was DaVinci Resolve. In fact, I said I was using it to edit that video, which I did. And now that I've been using it for a few weeks, I want to comment on it. So let's get started, shall we? Let's open up Resolve first. When I was installing DaVinci Resolve for the first time, I had some issues, like it wouldn't open, and it always crashed on the splash screen when it said loading wavetables or something like that. I did some searching on some forums. Turns out I had too new of a driver on my graphics card. Keep that in mind if you have an AMD Radeon series graphics card. I have an AMD Radeon RX 580. Loading waveform monitor, that's what it was. This is the timeline for my latest video. It's my room tour. And I gotta say, it's like the fastest video I've ever edited for this channel. Now that's partly because I installed Sarah Dietschy's peachy shortcuts that she put in the description of a video like a month ago. She's actually released a newer video talking about her experience with Resolve, and she covered a lot of stuff, but I want to talk about some of the stuff she may not have mentioned. Oh yes, go check out Sarah Dietschy. If you don't know her, like what are you doing? Stay peachy. First thing I'm going to talk about, it's hard to show. It's dual screen functionality. Actually, let me just record it on my phone here. Although you're not able to move stuff around as easily as you are in Premiere, they do make it a whole lot easier to edit on multiple monitors. And they make both monitors like full screen. I'm a little bit upset that you can't move stuff around like you can in Premiere, but this reminds me a lot of Final Cut, and I don't have very many issues with the way that's laid out. Let me stop right here before we get any farther with this video. I want to ask you guys, quick question. Have you heard of DaVinci Resolve? Have you tried it out? Do you edit with it solely? Let me know. I'm not sponsored by Blackmagic Design, but if you want to, give me a call. But I just want to know your thoughts because I'm still growing with this application. I just started using it somewhat recently. That question's really similar to the one 2 weeks ago. Oh well. Leave a like on this video to help my engagement. Next thing is DaVinci Resolve has a much cleaner interface than Premiere does. Premiere has all the professional stuff right there. You can do whatever you want right away if you know how to use it. Final Cut is really simple. It's easy to tell what you need to do, and they hide the stuff like audio lanes and effects so that you don't get confused by them. And then Resolve is like a perfect balance between the complexity of Premiere and the appearance of Final Cut. Ah yes, next tip is audio options. Here is the audio mixer. You can, have VSTs and effects. You can put effects on stuff. There are more effects that apply to stuff like dialogue. This is everything that you need for dialogue. And I know that with Premiere, in order to get this, you need an EQ, its own thing, a compressor on its own thing, high pass filter would be its own thing unless you do that in the EQ, and then maybe a limiter. But the only things you need on DaVinci Resolve are really just this vocal channel, which has all of that, and then a limiter if you're really having trouble or you really want to make it flat. Next point, moving clips up and down in the timeline is a breeze. In Premiere, you have to select the video, move it up, select the audio, move it down. But in DaVinci Resolve, it does it all for you right away. This can get annoying with some styles. If you like to have all your video on one track and then your audio has crossfades and it's all on different channels, but all your video is the same, that might be annoying. But the way I edit with a lot of J cuts and L cuts, this is awesome. Next point, see these little dots? These faders were the greatest ever, and I think they got rid of them recently. If there's a way to bring them up, let me know in Premiere. And I remember back in the CS6 days of Premiere, they used to have these sliders on the video layer too. That's to control opacity. It was so nice. Like you could just do it so quickly. Now you have to drag a transition from the effects panel, put it on, and then control it like that. But that just takes more steps. I'd much rather have that in my timeline right away. I don't know why they got rid of it or hid it from me in Premiere, but whatever. Another thing is that headphones work automatically. In Premiere, you have to go into your audio hardware settings and change your output device, but DaVinci Resolve, you just plug the headphones in and it works right away. That is so underrated and nice. Those are the main things I've noticed that are different with editing in Resolve. I don't think I'm gonna abandon Premiere because there are some benefits that that I really value. Resolve also has fewer resources available. There are some really good channels out there for Resolve tutorials, and I'll link them below. But Premiere is used by an overwhelming majority of content creators, so there are a lot more resources and a lot more people making content about it. Another con is that Resolve is very GPU heavy, and that's not normally an issue. Like I think the RX 580 is a good GPU, right? This program just puts a lot of stress on your GPU, and oftentimes playback will stutter. So what I have to do is go up to playback and use optimized media or proxy media. Now, I've only been using this for a few weeks. I'm still fairly new to the program, but these are my thoughts for now. But whatever, that's for another video in the future when I get more experience with this program. Great. There we go. All right, I'm back. That's gonna be it for this video. Yeah, leave a like, comment, do all the things. All right, video over, bye.